So I got this question, and it's a great question. It seems a little more complicated than it is, but we just have to unpack it. Now, before we unpack it, I just want to say I'm not a tax advisor. I'm not a tax professional. So if you need tax information for yourself, please go seek one out. So very simple. First, we got to unpack this a little bit. So we're going to take the margin account out of it for now, the margin part. It doesn't have any additional tax implications, like you're not taxed on the margin or anything like that specifically. We'll look at the non-registered account. So a non-registered account is just a basic investment account. That's all it is. It actually doesn't have any tax implications. It just holds the investments, which are then taxed. However, they're taxed by the CRA. And to kind of talk a little bit more about it, very simply, the RSP or TFSA is a registered account, and they have tax preferences with the CRA. Tax-free savings account is tax-free, obviously, and the RSP is deferred. Non-registered account just means it's not registered, and it just gets taxed normally. Now, with that said, depending on the investment you have in the account, it would be taxed on interest, dividends, or capital gains, or a mix of them depending on what you decide to hold in your account. That's basically how it works. Now, if you want a more in-depth on how all those interests work, funny enough, this question is great, is I have a YouTube channel underneath Cozy Financial Planning, the same name as this, and I have a long-form video on that about how those are taxed for investment purposes. So you can go watch that video. It's about 10 minutes long, and you can learn about that if you need more in-depth conversation. Now, one pro tip I would say about this is the margin. If you are holding, generally speaking, income derived investments, usually interest or dividends, you can write off the interest of the margin on your taxes for the investment in a non-registered account only. Do be careful with that. Now, again, I'm not a tax professional. If you want to know more about that, please go speak to one. But hopefully that answers your question.